let's look what's under the insert here. Probably nothing. Of course not. The miniatures are actually nice. I think these are great to paint. Hey everyone, this is Scythe, and today I will be unboxing My Little Scythe. This is like a remake, so to speak, or like a reimagining of Scythe, which was originally designed by Jamie Stegmaier. This one here, this version is designed by Hobie Chu with their daughter Vienna Chu. Illustrated by Katie Kaw. I don't know if I pronounce any of these correct, of these names, but this is a version that is like, it is very like child inspired, right? It's not a children game per se, but it's like a simpler, more approachable, easier version of Scythe. And I was really interested in checking that out for a while because I have been playing Scythe, and I think Scythe is a pretty good game. I don't own it, but I think it's a pretty good game. And I thought, like, you know what? I would like to see what they have done with the formula in a simpler setting. So a huge thanks to Stonemaier Games for providing me with a review copy for this. I'm excited to show this to you. So yes, you will see a playthrough or review on my channel. Most likely a playthrough, as that is what I like to do the most. All right. So before we get started, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. All right. There we go. So this is for, like also my games, pretty much for 1 to 6 players, 45 minutes, ages 8 and up. Well, the origin side definitely takes longer. And yes, that's why I wanted to unbox it. You already see it here. There are like really cute, nice miniatures in here. So the component quality will be very, very nice again. And like also like the game board, I think is smaller, right? There are like less hexagons here than the original Scythe, I think. Okay, very cool. Looking forward to see like if this is like also like good, like for an adult solo player or not, right? So I will just figure that out, find that out quite soon. All right, so let's put that aside and then let's take a look. Some compartments are intentionally empty. They're available for an expansion. Okay, that makes sense. And they actually show like how to put everything in here. That's cool. So we also have a nice insert again. Great. So, the first thing I realized is that the rulebooks are not linen finish, like most rulebooks by Stonemaier Games. That is something new. All right, so what do we have here? Components. Very cool. We do have the numbers here. We have the numbers there for the setup and there. So that is great. Base camp positions are different depending on the player. How to play. All right, so move, pie fight. Okay, so this is like very, right? We don't fight each other normally anymore. We do it with a pipe fight. That is pretty funny. Seek, make. All right, that's like a very calm and nice topic. All right, trophies, how to win. All right, yeah, very, very short. Wow. If you take a look at how complex the original Scythe is, this is nothing here. And this is then the Automounty. This is then for the solo mode. Okay. The other one, the rules found within are primarily intended for solo play. Okay, that makes sense. So here we have the setup. Yeah, easy, simple, not too much. That is very nice. Cool. Yeah. I like the way this is all structured. It looks very good. We have an achievement sheet here. Oh, that's nice. Nice cardboard. Yeah, if I ever use that, I would probably copy it. I don't like to write on original like game material, right? Painting guide. Really? Look at this. There's a painting guide in this game. That is pretty cool. I have not seen that before in any game. Very cool. And then also there are like there's like a little bit of information about the different kingdoms here. Very cool. Like I think the miniatures are going to look really nice. Here are the player boards, and oh yeah, they have like linen finish. They feel really nice. Yeah, they are thin, but that's fine. They feel really good. But they're of course not asymmetric, right? Yeah. Move, seek, and make. So only 3 actions. Well, you definitely have more in Scythe. And also, I don't quite know, because in Scythe, you take tokens from the top, right, put them to the bottom and get different things with that. Doesn't seem to be the case here, but we will see. All right, and then here is the game board. I will probably not be able to show it completely in one piece on camera, but this is like one part up here. Very cool. So I don't know. These are probably the goals here. You can reach, right? There's the game board itself. And then when we turn that over, we have the lower side. So really cool artwork. I like this. Is there a second side? No, there's no back side. Oh, but on the back side, we actually have an image, as you can see. Very cool. Yeah, okay, nice. This looks nice and also feels really good component-wise. Then here we have a few punch boards. We have power-up tiles here. Ah, okay, I see. Then we have pie and friendship tokens. Yeah, this is all like it's a very peaceful topic. This is a peaceful theme, I mean. This is very funny. I like this. If you know like the original Scythe and then you look at this here. Oops, this fell out. Come on, get back in. Get back in. There we go. Move, make. All right. Trophies. You have the base camp tiles here. Very cool. And then also the pie dials. Somehow I dig this theme. I don't know. I just think it's funny. Having like pie fights. This is hilarious. All right, here is the insert. But before we take a look at what's inside, let's look what's... Oh, under the insert. That doesn't count. Let's look what's under the insert here. Probably nothing. Of course not. All right. Well, let's take a look at the miniatures at the end. Let's take a look at like what's down here first. So here we have a few tokens. I guess these are heart tokens, right? No. Are these apples? Apple pies, maybe? Here are tokens. This is interesting. Because these really cool apple tokens, you can probably see it because they're shiny. These are actually not made from wood. These are actually made from plastic. Which is interesting. I don't know why. Is that because if you play with children and they get it wet, it doesn't break? I don't know. Interesting. And here, you can just put them all in here. Do they actually fit all in there? It's not a whole lot, right? It's kind of tight, but they kind of fit, yeah. Okay. Then here we have a few figures. And these are also not made from wood. These are actually made from plastic. That is interesting. That is really interesting. I am quite surprised. Okay. Then here we have, these are just the black things for the dials, right? For the pie dials, nothing that we need to unbox right now. And then here we have a few dice. There we go. Oh, these look and feel really nice. They're also like, they have like these etchings here, right? So very nice. These feel good and also look very nice. Then here we have like some gems, it looks like. Yeah, look at these. Oh, really nice, really large blue gems. These look great. Nice. Look how they reflect the light. Very pretty. Then here we have cards. So let's open these up first. Come on, there we go. Come on, there we go. Oh, there's one apple that I missed. Come on, go in there. So, yeah, really nice finished cards. Covert critters, treasure map, help with gems. Pay 2 pies, gain 2 friendship. Place 2 of your apples on a space occupied by another player. Gain 2 friendship and a pie. Okay, that sounds good. Very cool. I actually really dig this theme. I dig the art style. I like this, yeah. I don't have to be a child to like this, right? And it's not a children's game per se, right? I think the complexity is around parks, I think, right? So, yeah. Okay, very cool. So these are like just cards. I guess these are like for the pie fights, I suppose. Like, look at them. Like the intensity. Like these just go down normally. Okay. Then these, okay, these seem to be a little bit faster, right? Because the lines are like more tense. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, these are really intense. Now look at these. These even go up. That's how intense they are. That is funny. Okay, then what do we have here? Foodie. Okay, this is like for the Automa. For the solo play, that's of course most interesting for me, right? The solo play, there we go. So, these are trophies. Pies, gem delivery, power-ups, apple delivery, friendship, magic spells, quest, pie, fight, victory. And these are all the Automa cards. Quite a few, actually. And this is like what the Automa does, like the pie they get, I guess. Okay, very cool. Nice. Then we're done with the part down here. What goes? Here, like this for the pie dials, I suppose, or something. All right, and now let's look at this. So this just slots on here. And in here, oh, look at this, like My Little Scythe. This is really cool. I like this. And here we have the miniatures. All right. So we have 2 miniatures per player. It looks the way it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. So these are always the same, right? They are. Yeah, just one is darker. So look at this. Really cool. This is like a wolf or something, I think. These are actually pretty cool miniatures. They're like very chunky, right? Then here we have the another goat, maybe yak, could be a yak or something. Very, very nice. Can you actually see the darker ones better on camera? I think so, right? So let's take the dark ones instead. Then here we have like some kind of, it's not an eagle, I think. Maybe a hen or something? I'm not sure. But the miniatures are actually nice. I think these are great to paint because they are a little bit more, how do I say? Yeah, they're not as like finely detailed, so to speak, right? They still have a lot of details, but I think these are really nice to paint. Actually, that's the hog here, I suppose. He's really cool. Oh, the other way around, this way. And then here we have, what is that? Maybe some kind of panda or something? I'm not sure. Oh, it seems to be like maybe a monkey with that tail here. Very cool. And then we have one of the black ones here. The knight, which is my color, right? Very cool. And then we have like the white one here. And, oh, that could be the Automa. One of them could be the Automa. And that is like a mouse or something. Okay. Yeah, very cool. And yeah, that is already it. That's the entire unboxing of My Little Scythe. This looks really cool. I like this. I like the art style. I like the miniatures a lot. These actually look really cool. These are very high quality and nice miniatures. I like this. And yeah, looking forward to checking this out and seeing like how much I will like this. And you will also see a video on the channel. But it will not be too different from most games. Even though this is like a simpler game, I do play simple games on my channel, and I will most likely do a playthrough. Unless I really don't like the solo mode too much, right? I don't want to play it or something, or maybe it's too long or whatever, but I don't think so. I think this is not the longest game, right? It says 45 minutes. Usually these times are not quite correct. Usually you need a little bit longer, but I think this would make for a pretty cool playthrough video on the channel. I just like the art style and the theme and everything, right? Very cool. Alright, well, and that concludes my unboxing of My Little Scythe by Stonemaier Games. Looking forward to bringing more videos on that game to you in the future. As usual, I want to thank you all for your support. Especially want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. The big thanks go out to Thaganov for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. You can also support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, support me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my really, really cool community. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers!